Hey everybody, I'm just putting a little throwaway YouTube video on here. Sorry I haven't been posting very much. I've had like a weird throat thing. Apparently it's a flu strain that's been going around, but it makes it really painful to talk, but I've pretty much recovered from that. How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing all right. Check out my farm. There you go. How you like that? It's pretty neat. There's my chickens, there's my roosters. They're in rooster jail. What is their crime? Being a rooster. There we go. Anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about the U.S. decoupling from Europe and what that means, because I think that by paying for the security of Europe, the United States has more or less just infantilized the European people. Right? They no longer have to contend with the work that gets put in, or they no longer had to contend with the work that gets put in to perpetuate their civilization. Right? It's like if you took somebody and gave them the farm, and then you farmed it for them for a while, right? Or you defended their land from foreign invaders for them. They're going to start taking for granted what it takes to actually run a civilization, and they will lose touch, right? They will lose touch. It only takes a couple of generations, maybe one generation, maybe just one generation, to actually lose your identity completely. I think the boomers are good evidence to that, and I think the European people have been listen, blaming America, it puts yourself into a victim mindset. You can blame America if you want, but it's going to make you weak. It's going to make you weak if you blame an outside force for your current circumstances. Why did you accept this? Like, I stopped watching the Archcast. It's a YouTube channel. It's a Norwegian fella. I stopped watching the Archcast because I was just so disgusted. Like, as a man, just disgusted with what he said. And what he said was, well, America's paying for our defense, so we could spend the money on other things and do other things. And I was like, you are willing to let a nation of other men pay for the defense of your nation, pay for the defense of your women and children. That is the most, nationalistically speaking, that's the most cucked thing I've ever heard of. Ultra cucked. Unrecoverably cucked. I was like, this is not a man I need to talk to. This is not a man I need to ever listen to. Okay, he's willing to let someone else defend his family. There's this great picture. Look it up. It's a bit of a meme where this big, burly, like special forces looking guy is carrying a woman, and then her husband is behind him carrying the shoes. You know, and the special forces guy, this white special forces guy, is carrying this woman and her child, I think. And that is what Europe is. Europe is absolutely, security-wise, completely cucked. And I think it's disgusting. I think it's dehumanizing, and I think it's going to take them a long time to recover. It's probably going to take them a massive calamity for them to actually recover from this. To actually, like, find themselves. Like, if you look through the nation forming, the legends that go into forming a nation, they're usually massive calamities. You know, I'm talking like the invasion of Greece by Xerxes kinds of calamities before they actually find themselves. Like the dignity they gave, let me put this very clearly. Millennia of built up dignity was foregone by a couple of generations, and the generations still want to forego that dignity in Europe, and they're going to need to learn some harsh lessons. This is an attitudinal lesson. Your trajectory is determined by your attitude. Okay, and if the attitude is, well, America will come save us, well, then your trajectory is going to be straight down. No one will want to listen to you. You're not a man. You're not even a person. Shoot, I'd trust a housewife with a kitchen knife who's trying to fight for what's hers over the men who just lay down and let Americans pay their bills. It's pathetic. Do better. Like, comment, subscribe.